新航客机 SQ006 遇难，空姐Farzana全身灼伤45%。
A few of our friends did not make it. We've never forgotten them.
一个人遇上空难的概率是100万，甚至是数百万分之一。但是在经历像这样的浩劫之后，又能怎样恢复正常生活呢？这一集拍摄团队特别来到了吉隆坡，要找的这位封面人物是2000年新航 SQ006 空难的生还者。我们一起来听听他的故事。
2000年10月31日晚上，新航客机 SQ006 正准备从台湾桃园机场飞往美国洛杉矶，刚起飞不久后，却撞上施工器械，引发大火。这场空难夺走了83条人命，96名生还者中，是当时只有18岁，对生活抱着种种梦想的空姐Farzana。
Do you still remember your first thought?
My first thought were I was wondering if I'm going to die. And second thought is I just felt so sad that my mother and father are going to get a phone call from someone and say that I have passed away in a crash. I don't know how to comfort them. Because I remember before that flight, my father and mother gave me a big hug and tell me, okay, be safe, take care of yourself and come back safely. And I told them I'm leaving for Los Angeles and I should be there in about 10, 12 hours. And then they told me, okay, call us when you get there. So when the accident happened, all I could think of, I'm not able to give them that phone call. Somebody else will. And then it's not going to be a pleasant phone call.
Farzana 全身灼伤45%，前后进行了11次的植皮手术，但那也只是漫长康复过程的起点。
I think initially when I first had the accident, have all these scars, I feel they were a hindrance. So I was very angry. I was very confused about what I feel. I know that I should not feel so upset. I know that I should be more positive. I know that I should be more patient or accepting. It's not that I do not want to feel those things, it's just I do not know how to.
So you were actually on medication for depression?
A few years, yes. And so after a few years, I realized the medication, as much as it initially helped me, every day I feel very dazed. I feel very sedated. So I feel it's not normal, isn't it? You know, at the age when I was 21, I was living a life of a 55-year-old. Those were the words come from my psychiatrist.
For anyone that is going through depression or feeling so much anger about things that they cannot control, what is your advice for them?
Give it time. Give time. The problem with the anger and the depression is because you can't get up. You're sick for a long time, or you're in pain for a long time, and you just want to escape all those.
Do you think that this tragedy made you become more religious?
When I was younger, I was not very religious. But after the accident, when I was left alone a lot, when I was isolated, I had a lot of questions of my faith. I was also very angry at God. I feel it was unfair. I feel that the responsibility or burden that I carry, I feel I was too young for it. I have gotten over my anger and I have become more religious. I've become a better Muslim, I think.
Farzana 心灵上的创伤使她必须接受多年的心理治疗。在2006年，她突然决定离开新加坡，到马来西亚重新开始一段新生活，才渐渐地走出阴影。
Do you still think about what happened that day?
Right now, when I do remember it or think about it, it doesn't feel as worse as it was before. Everything's in the past and I've moved forward. And I'm very glad that those people that survived the plane are still in contact with me, my friends. They're all well now, they're doing great. All of us managed to have a new lease of life. So that's wonderful. We were just trying to support one another and be happy with the fact that we're all alive. Really, we were just very happy. A few of our friends did not make it. And we have always, ever since then, always think of them. We've never forgotten them.
If there's anything that you can say to the pilot of that day,
I wish them all the best, and I understand that it was a very terrible mistake. Sometimes this kind of accident happen and you can't really plan for it. And I think what I'm simply saying is that I forgive them. I do remember one time my therapist told me one of the pilots approached her saying that he would like to meet me and would like to apologize to me personally. So she came back to me and asking, Farzana, is that all right? And I remember I said no. I couldn't face him. I couldn't face them. It was just a phone call. I couldn't even accept that phone call. It was very emotional, and I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't. So I don't know if the pilots have been living this past 17 years of their life with so much guilt and heartache because of that. If they were, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be the bigger person back then, and forgive them. And I hope for my friends as well, I think we are all agreed that it was just a terrible, terrible accident. And I'm doing much better, and I hope they are too.
在空难过后，Farzana经历了很艰难的一段时期，重新振作，走出低谷。而在这个过程中，他学会了接受自己，也更懂得原谅他人。
有时候我们也只能让时间冲淡一切，毕竟人生最难的是放下，但这也是最可贵的。我是彦志，我们下一集封面人物再见。